Never fall in love with a theory. Every investigation begins with a theory. A witness gives an account. A document establishes a timeline. A piece of evidence points in a particular direction. The investigator begins developing an explanation for what may have happened. That is normal. A working theory helps organize the facts, identify priorities, and determine which questions should be asked next. But a theory is only a tool. It is not evidence. The danger begins when an investigator stops testing the theory and starts trying to prove it. Once an investigator becomes convinced that the initial explanation is correct, confirmation bias can quietly take control. Evidence supporting the theory receives greater attention. Contradictory information is minimized. Reasonable alternative explanations are dismissed before they are fully examined. Even the questions asked during interviews may begin to change. Instead of asking what happened, the investigator asks questions designed to confirm what the investigator already believes happened. At that point, the investigation is no longer searching for the truth. It is defending an assumption. I saw the consequences of that problem during a military defense investigation involving an Air Force physician who faced 29 allegations of professional misconduct. The number of allegations created a powerful first impression. It would have been easy for anyone reviewing the case to assume that so many allegations must demonstrate a pattern of wrongdoing. Our defense investigative team did not begin by trying to prove that the physician was innocent. We also did not assume that the complainants were wrong. We approached each allegation as though we knew nothing about the case. We separated the allegations and tested each one independently against the available evidence. What supported the allegation? What contradicted it? Were there records, witnesses, or other evidence that had not been considered? Was there another reasonable explanation? As that work continued, 27 of the 29 allegations proved unsupported. The allegation initially considered the strongest also changed dramatically. Continued inquiry uncovered additional information concerning a Department of Veterans Affairs disability claim that had not been fully explored during the original investigation. The important lesson is not that the defense began with a better theory. The lesson is that we refused to become committed to any theory before the evidence had been fully developed. Professional investigators must be willing to ask difficult questions about their own conclusions. What evidence supports my current belief? What evidence challenges it? Have I objectively tested alternative explanations? Am I interpreting the evidence fairly, or am I selecting only the facts that help me remain right? And if new evidence disproves my theory tomorrow, am I prepared to change my conclusion? That last question is critical. An investigator should never become emotionally invested in being right. The professional obligation is not to defend a first impression. It is to ensure that the final conclusion accurately reflects the totality of the evidence. Theories are temporary. Evidence is permanent. A strong investigation does not fear contradictory information. It actively searches for it. If a theory survives serious testing, confidence in that theory becomes stronger. If it fails, changing direction is not a weakness. It is evidence that the investigative process is working. Never become an advocate for a theory. Become an advocate for the evidence. Remain curious. Test every significant explanation. Follow the facts wherever they lead, and be prepared to change your conclusion whenever the evidence requires it. That is how investigators find answers. This information is educational and reflects the perspective of an independent defense investigator. It is not legal advice. Legal decisions should always be made in consultation with qualified legal counsel.